I don't know if folks out there remember. You can go watch the video where I crashed Cenk Uyger's panel at South by Southwest as Cenk.
Yeah.
And that was cringy. Like, everyone sent me back messages
it was tough.
saying, "Ooh, this is really tough to watch."
Yeah.
Noted. Okay? You will not hear any disagreement from me.
You looked a lot like him, though.
Right.
I mean, I'll give you that.
Well, you see me. Yeah, at one point I was up there and I was saying, "All right," and Cenk was going, "Okay," and I said, "Okay," and people were like, "I don't know which one to shoot." I'm like, "Don't shoot any of us. This is just a joke." But I understand it will be hard to decipher.
Yeah.
So I did. I crashed Cenk Uyger's panel as Cenk. But here's the part that you don't know. So I will say this professionally, that and right before the U of M show because everything went wrong with our TriCaster technically.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So this was at South by Southwest. Okay, and I think we can bring up some B-roll if people haven't seen it yet. The can I see where? Let's show the portion. Yeah, that's where I walk in as Cenk and then go up to the panel. Oh my gosh, it's so hard for me to watch too because
there it is.
I wanted to die.
There it is.
At that actual moment in time. And they called security. So right before that, keep in mind, before I walked
laughing.
in, yes, that guy was laughing until he went to go get security. And keep in mind, as I was walking in beforehand, security was going, "Hey, you can't." And then one security guy opened the door.
He's like,
So
yes,
the other
you
security
can.
guys are like, "Well, I guess he can." I don't know.
It's Cenk.
So, all right, you can cut back and forth between me and that's the way it's not entirely that because it looks like it was taped on a
Doesn't
potato.
Cenk look like if Mark Cuban let himself go?
Yeah.
A lot. Hair.
Yes.
and all okay.
Like if there were a magic pumpkin at night that would,
Right.
or what is it, a fairy? The magic pumpkin is what she wrote. And
Yeah,
if there could be some kind of a
fairy
fairy
godmother.
magic wand who, the moment you deny the Armenian genocide, they, and you look like Mark Cuban, fast forward 50 years.
Right.
Diabetic Mark Cuban. We'll abbreviate it here because I'm big on
That's
abbreviations.
reasonable, yeah.
So the one security guard
DMC.
goes,
DMC,
hey, you can't. The other security guard opens the door. So the security, okay, I guess so. But that's still the end of the story. So here's the truth of that. This was before we were completely banned by South by Southwest.
Right.
By the way, we have ways
Made
around
no
that.
sense.
Yeah, come on.
SXSW. While we're going with abbreviations,
You think you're cool?
we do have ways around it. By the way,
They're
and
not
we have
coming
taken
back,
ways
by the
around
way.
it.
There will never be.
Another South by Southwest.
No.
You really don't think so?
Oh, you think they're done?
It'll be something completely different. It'll
Really,
fizzle out.
Charles Krauthammer? You want to
It's not-
stand by that?
They're going to
that
do
prediction?
something different. Yeah.
Okay.
I say in 5 years there won't be another South by Southwest.
Well, what do you think?
Really?
It'll just change into something completely different. Like they will literally, it won't make it back.
It'll like be one pub cral.
Yeah, right.
It'll
Just be like the 20
bunch of
people keeping it
and-
alive
It'll
every
just
year.
be
Yeah.
one crappy indie band like Deer Tick and Lena Dunham showing up to protest. And he's like, "What is this?" Like the whole city shut down
It's the
because Lena
arts.
Dunham was bitching about endometriosis or something. I don't know. I thought we were better than this as a municipality, but
We're not.
Nope.
nope.
Keep Austin weird.
So we're at the main hall, which is the courtyard. And there are two courtyards in Austin. I don't know which one. There's one that's like one's a Marriott and one's a Courtyard Marriott. Anyway, the South by Southwest was mainly held at this one Courtyard or Marriott. I don't know which one. You guys can let me know.
We still don't know which one.
I had just done the Fat Pride panel, I think, that day that you guys have also seen.
Right.
The Fat Pride, some kind of free speech panel.
Yeah.
And then I walk past Bill Nye, of all people. So just to make me a little more nervous, I'm walking past Bill Nye. My wife has the whole Cenk outfit, padded gut, and I think it was olive oil. Could have been actual duck fat. I don't know. And so I go into a bathroom to change into Cenk Uyger uniform because we know when this panel starts, okay, I'm going to wait in the bathroom here. We have a very, very tight schedule. And I get in, change, gut, okay. I take about 4 minutes. I'm ahead of time, and I'm sitting there just like praying because I put the olive oil on my face, the gel. All right, I'm getting in the mood.
Anointed yourself.
Okay, all right, okay. Of course, this is bullshit. You know, I'm kind of like the Mission Impossible where you just repeat some phrases to sort of get that neural engram.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, all right. Then my wife says, okay, you about ready to go? I say, sure. I walk out. So now I walk out. There's a lineup for people for some other panel, and they're looking, what is that? Is that I don't know which one to shoot. I'm like, don't shoot anyone. So they see me walking by. They think this is very bizarre. And I start approaching the room, and I realize that whatever room it is or ballroom, it doesn't exist, or the number doesn't exist. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no.
I can't remember exactly what it was.
Wrong.
Maybe it was supposed to be room 402, and I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I'm on the 4th floor. There is no 40 anything.
Yeah.
It's
Last
just
minute
3.
confusion is the worst.
So I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going on. I find out it's not at that Marriott where all of the South by Southwest panel. It's the B room where the Young Turks and no other panels are taking place. And it's across the river. So I don't know if it's South Congress or South Lamar. You know, we have to go across the bridge. You know it better than I do.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm dressed like Cenk Uyger. I'm greasy. I'm already into character.
You're glistening,
I'm already
Steven.
into character, so I will not respond to anything other than Cenk. So there's a whole bunch of confusion because my wife is there, and we have a producer who's like, Steven. I'm like, hit that guy. Like, stop it. Like, stop what? Stop what? Al Jazeera doesn't stop. So I'm pissing them off, but I also hate myself. I have to get into a cab at this point, dressed as Cenk Uyger. The panel has already started, and I have to get into a cab. The only one nearby, I guess because there was some sort of eco-green movement in Austin at this point,
of course.
is one of those glorified golf carts
Yeah.
that looks like it's if a glorified golf cart had sex with a Jetsons car,
Yeah,
where
with
it's
the
just all
plexiglass.
plastic
Yeah.
plexiglass, and you can fit like 9 people in it, and it has the
Oh my
same
gosh.
horsepower as an electric bird scooter. So I walk out, my wife is there, and she's like, get in. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll get in, because I'm still in character.
Yeah.
So I get in, I am driving down, there are lines around the building, right, because there are other panels taking part for people that the events they actually want to see. Like, well, what is that? And I'm driving by in this
Fish
cube,
bowl.
this fish bowl kind of, but a square, like those old commercials with the gerbils that you liked, which almost severed our friendship. And so I'm driving finally, and I get there. It turns out they were delayed. I'm like,
Oh, good.
oh, thank God. But they were delayed like 20 minutes. I'm like, where do I go?
Yeah.
So
Too
now
much of a delay.
I land in this effectively modern day horse buggy. That's how fast it went. I'm going across the bridge, and I'm just sitting there
What a
outside
picture.
in their, I don't want to go back to this, the gondola, what is it, pergola?
Pergola.
Gazebo, I don't know.
Gazebo, it's a-
whatever
I
it is,
don't
but it's
know.
outside in
It's a
front of the
sitting
hotel,
area.
and I'm sitting there like this, and every now and then I look up, and maybe like, of course,
Just trying to stay.
because I can't disrobe. And so
Right.
finally someone goes into the panel to be kind of a plant, says, okay, they've started now, time to go, time to get in. And so that's where I rush in, we have the cameras, and one security guy goes like, excuse me, and he gets on the, what's funny about it is he gets on the escalator, because there was an escalator right up to
Yeah.
that room. So that room where you see, when I'm walking in, right outside that door is an escalator. Well, he starts, he goes, excuse me, and I get on the escalator, but I swear, it was like Family Guy. I stop on the escalator, and he stops. He doesn't continue. I know people think that was like, that happened. When I saw it on Family, I was like, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So he stops, and I stop on the escalator. I get up, and the other security guard opens the door. And so the security guard on the escalator, who really took his sweet time, I just see him coming over, cresting like the bad guys in E.T. when they're going through the tube.
Right,
And he just
yeah.
goes like, like he assumes the other. This is what happens
okay,
with a lot
yeah.
of like
Yeah,
low-rent
he's like,
security
"Yeah, it's
guards.
too late."
He assumes the other guy must know something that he doesn't, but
Right.
none of them knew. I was just lying. So then I walk in, and he's talking, and that's where I go, that's bullshit! And you could see his whole face just drop, like, no. And then I stand there, if you haven't seen this segment, where I'm like, okay, I realized in all of this hustle, I had forgotten that I need to actually have something to talk about. And I
Right.
did have a list, but I'd forgotten it. So I just sit there, and at this point, he goes like, the audience, no one likes you. And there are, like 4
It's like
people
4
there.
people
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
audience.
yeah.
Which I don't like using the power of the audience. I think it's peer pressure. I think it's wrong. I think it's bullying. But the fact is, he pointed to the audience. And it was Caesar
Yeah.
going like,
And you got-
chant
you
my
gotta do
name.
mirror.
And they're like, no.
What's funny is it was all relatives of his. in the audience,
Yeah.
It's all
Was it
relatives
something
of
like
his.
that?
Yeah.
The ones who made it.
What was
And,
what was your exit strategy?
Well, I didn't have one.
You didn't-
So I sit there.
You were there for the
and
duration,
finally, I'm
whatever
just
that was.
standing and
Security's
talking
my
with him.
exit.
And the one guy who's laughing says like, I'm going to go get security.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go get security. And he's like, I said, no, you go get. So he goes and he gets security, and that's the point where I sit down. Yeah, that's right. He leaves. I sit down, and
come
I
back.
just go. You want to talk about the Armenian genocide? And you just hear ripple through the audience, and then finally security. They just come up and like, you can even see them like, can you please, can you go? Like, please, can you leave? They didn't tackle, and then when I walked out, you could hear them laughing. They're like, all right, that was a dick move, but we appreciate the commitment.
Oh,
I
my
drove
gosh.
back to the other courtyard, went to that bathroom because I knew it was available because we still had someone standing guard, washed off the olive oil, and felt horrible about myself for the rest of the week.
Of course, yeah,
Keep in mind,
Yes,
he
you
was
would.
the one who called me out when I had
True.
like 20,000 subscribers and refused to ever engage in a debate. This was only out of necessity.
He deserved it.
And I'm not proud of it.